Welcome back, Roundtable. My name is Cliff, and welcome to Animating with Cliff, where we get to take a step back and talk while watching some behind-the-scenes animation workflow of current videos I'm working on. I hope everyone is doing well. I am starting the cleaning process for part 1 for Thanos vs. Darkseid. I ultimately decided to split the video into 2 parts. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but as much as I want to have it completed, but just for my workflow benefits, I think it would be better if I release what I have now and finish the part 2 for most likely like the Avengers 4 movie release, or even earlier than that next year. I'm also simultaneously working on my DBX for Screw Attack as well, so this is definitely a lot on my plate, but I'm feeling confident that it'll all work out well. Shout out to my Discord. A lot of you guys on there have shared your work, which honestly is so awesome, and everyone is giving each other critique and helping each other out, which is awesome. And if you're looking for a creative 3D animation community to share your work to motivate you and continue to do better, then join the Roundtable Studios Discord. A link to that is in the description down below. So my latest video was the Darkseid intro for Thanos vs. Darkseid, where we're establishing just the flow of combat and a little bit of how the video quality will be at. I'm actually really proud of how this video came out. It's not perfect, and a couple people gave me some notes on how to make it better, but just everything from the video quality, the textures, and even creating the whole process, Thanos was real, and I feel like with each one I learn more and more and I get better. And not that I wasn't satisfied with the others, but this just felt a little more clean for me. Now it opens with a line from Thanos about being intrigued and curious about a being who can take on the full power of the Infinity Stones. But unless you also watch the Thanos intro video, it may not be entirely clear that it's Thanos speaking in the beginning, and then it goes into a clip of Darkseid just straight handling the Justice League. I honestly didn't want to spend that much time really showing the Justice League fighting their full force against Darkseid, as the main focus of the video should be on Darkseid and Thanos, so they just got a one move takeout treatment, unfortunately. My favorite move though has to be the Batman no look Omega Beam takeout. Just sheer disrespect. But he is a low poly model. Actually, a lot of them are low poly models. Flash, Aquaman, Green Lantern are low poly, so I didn't want to put any extra attention on them unless completely necessary. And I thought it'd be a badass move anyway. Now, I believe Wonder Woman and Superman are high poly, so I did give them a little bit more to do. And of course, since it's Superman, I need to give him a little bit more of the takedown power. The animation can be smoothed out here a little bit more, not gonna lie, and the effects can be a little tighter, but I still like it anyway. Let me know what you guys think. It was really fun to make, and I'm looking forward to finishing the whole thing and show the rest to you guys. I also wanted to talk about a little bit about 3D fan films a bit. If you guys don't know, a big reason why I became an animator was from watching Monty Ohm's Dead Fantasy series, especially Dead Fantasy 2. You had multiple characters, a slow but growing story, and that was able to convey without any voice acting, and of course there's non-stop action. Nowadays, besides a few one-offs, I haven't really seen much 3D fan films besides Crimson Ren's Flash series and Mighty Raccoon's various Marvel vs. DC fan films. Now, I bring this up because there's a YouTube channel by the name of Uiyahan. I'm definitely butchering it, but he is making, or they're remaking Monty Ohm's Dead Fantasy series, and this is legit. Like, down to every nuance of the original animation, he's got down packed. It looks really good, and it's really cool to see someone remake something and so it's modern to keep the same magic as the original. But I wanted to bring up conversation to you guys. But to surprise to no one, 3D is a very time consuming to make and very costly if you want to make it good. So this channel also has a Patreon to support it through the process. Now, is this something that should be redone? Should you be asking support for something that someone else already did? Especially if it's an animator. Like, it's one thing when people recreate like scenes from movies or TV shows, but to recreate something of another YouTuber, like, it's just interesting. Monty didn't want to be paid for Dead Fantasy when he created it, but it did take him forever to finish the project. And after he got picked up by Rooster Teeth for Ruby, he just didn't finish it at all. So, you know, is it right? Is it not right? Should we be remaking it? Just very curious on what you guys think. Let me know your opinion in the comment section below. Now, speaking of remaking or rewrites in this instance, I found my way down the YouTube's rabbit hole and came across something interesting. Now, movie rewrites are pretty common in the YouTube space, especially for movies that may be publicly seen as poor, or usually within the comic book space, as there are decades of writing material, so there's easier to adjust the writing to what may seem more comic accurate. Now, not only do I think that the public is being introduced to not only that, but I do think that the public is being introduced to more and more forms of solid storytelling, so it's easier to point out bad storytelling. Now, I came across NandovMovies' 4-part Justice League rewrite series, and I honestly thought it was pretty good. Now, personally, I didn't have an issue with the Justice League DC movie. Like, it wasn't perfect, of course, but I didn't think it was like an epic failure or anything. But obviously, in hindsight, it's always easier to rewrite and adjust something after you've seen it. But I think his version really captured what the film was attempting to accomplish, and at the same time fixed the character issues that the Justice League movie just didn't see as a primary objective. So if you get a chance, watch or listen as you get the same protocol if you just listen, but I think it's a solid story from start to finish. I suggest you check out it all, so I left links to all that down below. Now, I do eventually want to move to make more story-based animations instead of having just 2 people to duke it out. Thanos vs. Darkseid will be a little bit of that, nothing too crazy, but just to make the fight seem a little bit, you know, worth it. Naturally, I would like to go big and do like a full animated feature, but I think starting small and building up small shorts would be best. A Marvel or DC short would obviously be obvious, but I don't really know how that works when it's not a crossover. I know Danny from Ismark had some issues with narrating the series, but I guess I have to do more research on it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I know I gave you guys a lot of homework in the comment section. I really just want to, you know, have this channel be a conversation piece about just different things in the 3D space and geek culture. Thank you guys for watching Animating with Cliff, and I'll see you guys on the next one.